Welcome to BB Star Graphics Class 2.0, where we'll be designing with just a smartphone. Now, we'll be looking at the basics in graphic design. The purpose of learning the basics of graphic design is to have a strong understanding of what graphic design requires. Otherwise, we'll be far away from the root. I would like you all to note that this class is not going to be theoretical, but practical, because at the end of every class you'll be given projects to work on and submit the next day. Now let's look at graphic design. As the name implies, it's a combination of visual elements. These visual elements include shapes, colors, lines, layouts, and texture. These are put into application through thinking, problem solving, and practicality. Then you have to understand one thing. For one to be able to produce a good design from the scratch, one has to be creative. Creativity comes from imagination. You should be able to imagine something and be able to put that thing into reality. Now, the key principles of designs are contrast, alignment, repetition, simplicity, hierarchy, unity, harmony, and proximity. Because of time, we are going to explain some of them. Firstly, let's look at contrast. Contrast enables your audience to see your main message and also the major part of the design. Let's use text as an example. In this flyer, the application of contrast in the text enable you to see the major parts that the designer wants you to see first. Please don't confuse unity and harmony with contrast. They all have different meaning. Hierarchy is applied to help your audience notice the elements with the highest contrast first. Take a moment to observe this flyer. You will notice that hierarchy makes the work simple and less complex. The context here are in an orderly manner, rank by rank. Now let's look at alignment. As a professional designer, you must take this concept seriously, because alignment will make your work not to be disorganized. Your work must be properly aligned, either left, right, or center. Ensure that you do not place your text or pattern a scattered way. Notice how well arranged this flyer is. Isn't it attractive? Now let's look at color. This is the major element I will urge you to concentrate on, because if you don't use the right colors, your design will be weird. A good design must be attractive. Good combination of colors enable your design to be eye-catching. I'll advise you to use at most 3 colors combination. Then most importantly, think about the kind of design you are about to do before choosing your colors. For instance, when asked to deliver a business flyer for an engineering company, it would be preferable to use yellow, a touch of white and black. Then also, medical practitioners prefer blue. Let's look at layout. This is how you structure your design. For example, observe these 3 designs. You will notice that they all have different styles. So, as a designer, you are expected to be creative. You are expected to be able to design in a unique way. Now, lastly, unity and harmony. These terms are interrelated. It simply means that your design should be well organized in terms of colors, fonts, and other elements of design. Also learn to space your work and learn to use appropriate fonts for your work. I believe after learning this, you won't want to practice the other way around. A professional graphic designer avoids using too many fonts and colors. Graphic design helps to communicate to a larger audience without saying much. Your design should be able to inspire others. Then, if the principles of design is followed correctly, your design is bound to be awesome. Know that you are creative. You need constant practice, effort, and time to be a good designer. With this video, I believe you have come to understand the basics of graphic design. Thank you.